Hi, welcome to Book 86, Week 86, and now we have Strata by Terry Pratchett. Now, those of you who know who Terry Pratchett is probably know him from Discworld, his multi volume exploration of a flat Earth where magic happens and it's sitting on top of turtles or elephants or whatever. The great Atun, I believe, is the name of the turtle underneath the stack of elephants. So it plays with the conceit of a flat Earth and a mythological framework in a silly, fantastic way, and is a much beloved series, which I may eventually get to. I've read like the first four or five, and I do like it. I just haven't had time to get back to it. It's obviously lengthy. It's like, I think, 30 books or something, maybe even more, but it's a lot. Um, Strata is the book he wrote just before he started Discworld, and it is also on a flat Earth. Only this flat Earth is not nearly as magical as Discworld, is more technological and exists in our current universe, kind of. What I mean by that is it's set in the future, and there are aliens, which obviously we don't have aliens in reality. So there's that. And what this is about, it's about in this future reality, there's a company that has found technology that allows them to create worlds. Now, literally, they found this technology. It's made by a race that has completely disappeared, that no longer exists, and they left these big machines behind. And these machines are capable of making worlds. And so they can make worlds, and they can put in these worlds various things like dinosaur bones or geological um, layers. So even though the world has just been constructed like yesterday, it looks like it's millions of years old. This is obviously Terry Pratchett's kind of humor in terms of making fun of young Earth creationism and that kind of thing. And obviously making fun of flat Earth too, because it turns out that these people made this flat Earth out there with a firmament over it and all this kind of nonsense. And it's about a spaceship that goes there, and these people travel through it to try to get, basically, to try to get back home. And so they've got to go to the center of it and uh, deal with the fact that this is old, decrepit, it's fallen apart. And the reality of the people, because of course it is inhabited and it is more or less based on Earth, although with some quirky differences, which are fun if you notice them. Like I think there's Rome in this, but it's not. It was created by Remus, not by Romulus or something like that, according to their mythology. So there's some fun little, I guess, Easter eggs about world history if you know these things, just buried in here, which sort of asides here and there, which again I think is Terry Pratchett's humor. And so they're trying to get out of this place, and the problem is this place is falling apart. It's decrepit, it's old, and because the people who created it are long gone, how are they going to fix it? And so that becomes uh, an issue. And to tell you the truth, um, I'm not even really, I don't really remember even how it ends, to tell you the truth. Um, it's a good book, it's a funny book, it's definitely worth reading. Is as good as his Discworld? No, I don't think so. But I think that it is a fun standalone and definitely worth the read. It's short, um, it's fun, the characters are memorable. That's actually the most interesting thing about it is the characters, because you have one human being who's just like us, and then you have two different creatures that are from other sentient races, and one of them is kind of a nightmare, weird insectoid demon type thing, There's very violent in the way that it handles things when it needs to be. And then the other one is this big, huge bear type creature that is very, very, very passive, except it must eat. And here's the weird thing: it's developed a culture where it eats others of its own kind. And so it can't just forage, it has to have specifically prepared food for it. And so their food replicator machine breaking down becomes one of the major plot points in the novel because this creature starts to go crazy. And what it's going to do is take its own life because it doesn't want to hurt anybody, and that's the only thing it can do other than hurt someone because it's going to go berserk with hunger. Hunger is a driver for it. Um, a very good book, very fun. They meet robots in the center, and that's who um, run the thing at the moment. And let's see. Hmm. Yeah, like I said, I just don't remember at all. But uh, very good book, very fun. Um, anyway, uh, that's Strata by Terry Pratchett.